Hello my comic book friends, yes it's me GhostCritic, and as you can already see from the title of this video, it's a comic book haul. On Wednesday when I went to pick up my new comic books, I don't know why, I just decided to have a route around the long boxes, in the sale boxes, and didn't really mean to, was only meant to be going in for my new comic books, but I managed to find about 25-26 books, so this is going to be quite a short video. I won't waste too much of your time, but I'm quite excited about a lot of things in here. I mean, I'm not saying that they're like amazingly rare or kind of like precious, but I just thought, this is a nice set of books, and I can't wait to start getting into them, which is a bit strange because, you know, I'm kind of like that with all my comic books that I buy. I don't buy stuff that I don't want to read. I at least want to have a bit of fun with them, but this batch kind of piqued my interest. It's all kind of modern age stuff, I'm sorry. There's no silver or bronze age kind of stuff here, but it's filling in gaps. Some extra bits that was like, oh yes, we'll have some of that. So let's have a look at what we've got. And we're kicking off with Planetary, issue 13. Now, I'll be honest about this series. I initially started trying to find all the single issues and was kind of spurred on somewhat by Tim Howler-Mouse when he was doing his kind of talking about each issue individually in the videos, and I really enjoyed listening to them. But then my partner bought me the big omnibus, and I've now read it. It's a wonderful series, and I didn't, after reading it, I didn't feel the need to find all the other issues. And every time I did come across them, they were always the issues that I'd already got. The Planetary series, they're either ridiculously expensive or you find them in the most random of places incredibly cheap. And this was one of the issues that I haven't got, and I just thought, hey, it's cheap, I'll buy it. So yes, issue 13, an Elijah Snow story from Warren Ellis and John Cassidy. So great stuff there. It's a shame that that sticker on there, and I will get it off. I know all the tricks of the trade, but it was just a shame that someone had put a price sticker on there. This is the collector's special of the first issue of Batman Legends of the Dark Knight. Quite a while ago, if you've been watching my haul videos, I found a big run at my local comic book store, and I just thought I'll buy them, see what I like, and it was actually quite good. And I've been trying to find all the rest of them. Didn't realise it actually went on for that long. I mean, it goes into the hundreds, which I didn't realise, and perhaps I may not have got into this, but the addiction was there. Now I've got them all. So it was nice to see this. It's got this cover on the front. I don't know why. It says something inside. I haven't read it yet. But the main cover that you would have seen on the shelves in the racks is there. So this is the first part of the Shaman story. It's #1 from 1989. So that was a nice little find, and obviously it's a #1 for me in the series I'm trying to collect. Along with DC Comics 1 Million, I've got a few of these now. I'm building up. I'm trying to find them all. I've still a way to go, and again, this is another of those series that's very difficult to find, and you've really got to have your eye out for them. And it's just a good job I have the list of all my wants and needs comic book back issue wise, because I would never remember which ones I haven't got. But this certainly was one I didn't have, Legion of Superheroes. So I was very happy to grab that and add that to the list. Wouldn't be a comic book haul without at least one issue of Fantastic Four that I didn't have. Issue 320 not only has it a great Doom on the cover, but we've got yet again the Thing and the Hulk going at it. This time a grey Hulk. And while we're talking about a grey Hulk, it's a little bit battered and bruised in places, but obviously it was really cheap. Issue 300 205 of The Incredible Hulk with art by Todd McFarlane. So that's a nice little extra bonus in there because I do enjoy his art. Just an odd Conan the Barbarian that I found in there. Always happy to pick up a Conan the Barbarian book, this time from Marvel Comics, issue 235. It's been a while since I found an Uncanny X-Men that I don't have. I think I said this many years ago. I'm only collecting from issue 150 upwards, and then perhaps if that gets completed, I will think about some of those issues earlier. I have a few issues that are earlier than 150 just because the opportunity has been there and they've been cheap. But for some reason, apart from the very recent ones before this particular volume ended, I don't really find these older kind of 80s and 90s Uncanny X-Men. So it was great to find one that I didn't have. A Great Beast cover there with Jean Grey. I'm guessing that's Forge there. Issue 264. I'm sure I've read Secret Wars 2 in the kind of British reprints in the magazine format, much like I read the original Secret Wars, but I just saw this and I just thought, oh, let's have fun, let's have a bit of a laugh. Secret Wars 2, the last issue of the 9-issue limited series. They just couldn't let go of that Beyonder character, could they? I was very happy to find Machine Man number 4 in the 4-issue limited series. This is the Barry Windsor Smith art inside, so that's just going to be great. I'm sure I've got one other issue of this series, I can't remember which one. All the covers were his Machine Man's face, but in various it kind of gradually built up to a full face. I think earlier issues on, it was just, you could see the mechanics behind the kind of mask, I guess you'd call it. But I'm very happy to find that. And then for the rest of it, we had a great runs of Punisher, different series. Love picking up the Punisher whenever I find them incredibly cheap. So this was the main series from the, I think it was from the 80s. These are particularly from the 90s, but it started off in the 80s. This is issue number 81. I don't know, there's something about that cover with the white border that makes it really pop and probably makes it look better than it actually is, but I really dig that cover. 82, the first part of the 3-part storyline Firefight, and then we managed to get part 2 with issue 83 and part 3 84. Managed to find an annual, still in its original plastic bag, which obviously is going to come out. I don't care about that. There's a trading card somewhere in here. I don't know, can we get that up close? Eradicator Sex. But yeah, I'll pick up anything that's the Punisher, much like Conan. I love a good Punisher story. You know what you're gonna get. Moving on to the Punisher War Journal. This is the 90s, midway, I'm guessing, through this run. Issue 56, 57. Looks like we got a Daredevil and a Ghost Rider cameos in there. Issue 16 of Punisher Warzone, another series coming out in the 90s. 90s were big for the Punisher. Issue 17. Issue 18. 19. If you ever want to make a comic book sell, throw Wolverine into it. The sales will skyrocket. Issue number 20. 21. A up a bit there to issue number 30. Issue 34, part 4 of 6, River of Blood. And finally, another annual, this time the Punisher Warzone annual number 1. Can't quite see the date on that anywhere, but still great stuff. Another one with a character trading card somewhere inside. It must be actually inside the book, so I can't show you it this time. I'm sorry. And that was my haul. So like I said, I'm really excited to get into this batch of comics. I've got a short box full of back issues that I need to get read, but these are most likely going to get pushed to the front just because I want to read them now. Until next time, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, do all that great stuff, and I will see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.